If you had to put a face on the efforts to improve educational opportunities in Arizona, Vince Roig might well be your man.
At Helios, we believe in the transformational power of education.
Whether it's organizing political leaders to rally for school issues, or providing opportunities for youth to work alongside research scientists unraveling the genetic components of neurological disease, Vince Roig is in the middle of making things happen.
Now, what year in school are you in?
I'm going to be a freshman at Barrett at ASU next year, actually. I just graduated from high school.
Excellent.
Vince was born to poor but hardworking parents of Spanish and Puerto Rican descent who immigrated to New York City.
I was born in New York City on Madison Street, which is 6 digits to the other side of the decimal point from Madison Avenue. I was born in the projects, and my dad was a chef at Bellevue Hospital, City of New York, fed 3,000 people a day. He was a head dietitian, self-made man. I think that's where I got my work ethic from. He just worked very hard, and you couldn't help noticing that.
For as early as Vince can remember, his parents instilled in him the importance of attaining an education.
It was something that was never really spoken of. It was expected. And so he didn't sit down and say, education is really important and you have to go to school and go do these things. He just made the analogies between, did you want to sit in an office or did you want to work outside?
Armed with that knowledge, but unsure of where his path would lead, Vince started at community college.
When I was 18 years old, and I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. And then decided, because my mother was very influential as well, she wanted me to be better than her. She wanted me to go forward. So I went to Alabama, to school in Alabama, just on a lark. And frankly, that changed my life because I met some people down there after I was there for about a year that really influenced me and changed a lot of my thinking.
Another big change occurred when Vince married, and in the summer of '69, his son was born. With a family to support, he realized that he had to get serious about school.
All of a sudden, I was a very dedicated student. My last 45 hours were over 375, which you couldn't even compare to the first few hours that I'd taken.
Following graduation, Vince landed a job as a teacher. But it wasn't long before he started second-guessing his career path.
And I was teaching life skills to junior high school dropouts. And frankly, it scared me. 3 days later, I got a job at the Brooklyn College, City University of New York, and that's when the financing part of education actually began. I learned respect for the students that we were serving, the passion to helping students attain their goals really was set on fire for me.
That fire has been burning for over 40 years now. Vince discovered that he had skills in the educational finance arena, and as the driving force behind the Southwest Student Services Corporation, he enabled the dream of attaining a college education happen for thousands of students in Arizona and Florida. By 2004, the company was reorganized and Helios was born.
What we wanted to do was to have a lasting impression on education in a different way than what we were doing it with student loans. And we sat in a room on retreat in 2003. We had become the 8th largest holder of student loans in the country. We had over $5 billion in assets. We had 300 employees. We had our own building. We had accomplished a tremendous amount of good for our students. By the time we got to October 2004, we had sold the assets and we paid off the bond to Helios. And that's how Helios got its endowment, which was a little over $500 million for the company.
As founding chairman of Helios Education Foundation, Vince is helping guide the foundation's effort to create opportunities for every individual in Arizona and Florida to achieve post-secondary education success. As of June 2013, Helios had invested over $130 million in education programs and initiatives in both states. That's money that is improving lives and changing communities. Congratulations to Vince Roig, the 2013 Arizona After School Champion and an icon in education.